What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Y'all already know who it is. It's your favorite girl from the 504, bringing you another episode of Black Girl Interrupted. Y'all already know what day it is. It is Monday. It's Mental Monday. So, y'all know what we do over here on Black Girl Interrupted podcast. Y'all know I have to check in with y'all and do my weekly check ins because I'm going to stress this like I do every episode. It's imperative that I check in with y'all weekly. I need to make sure you good. Even if I'm not in a good space, I'm still gonna show up for y'all. Um, but happy Monday. Today has been a trying day, but um, I just thank y'all for just keeping me positive today. Thank y'all for keeping me in a safe space. I greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate that. But for those that are new to Black Girl Interrupt the podcast, before I get started with any episode, I always um try to show something that's encouraging, inspiring, inspirational. Because again, you never know what a person is going through. So before we get into our weekly check-in, here we go.
There are going to be days where you do not feel like doing anything. Those days are going to be there no matter what path you take.
We have two voices in our mind. There's that one voice. It's that soft motherfucker. That soft motherfucking voice that says sleep the fuck in. It's okay.
You can take the day off, saying you don't need to go hard.
It's that coddling voice. You want to be hugged and nurtured and all that shit.
That voice, that nagging voice of weakness, the one that tells you to back off, to simmer down, to take it easy. When you hear that voice, tell it no. Tell it to sit down and be quiet.
Suppress that voice. You've got another voice in your head that's asking you a question. It's asking you, what could you be? What could you be? What could you be if you worked as hard as you could? What could you be if you imposed real discipline in your life? What could you be?
Because that pain that you are feeling is the test.
This is a test. This is the day I'm going to find out if my goals really are my goals.
Michael Jordan, they call it the flu game. He still scored more than the average dude with the flu. Even when you got the flu and you playing other champions, you still score more than they score because you've learned how to dominate. And you need that same mentality.
I'm talking about looking yourself in the mirror, looking yourself in the eye, and saying, I'm going to fucking dominate today better than any other day. Learn how to get excited when that feeling creeps in of, I don't want to do it. And when those test days become something that you live for, something you look forward to, now you're talking about a whole different level of mindset. You're talking about an unstoppable force of nature that cannot be f***ed with.
Mental toughness is the ability to resist, to manage, overcome doubt, overcome worries, overcome concerns, overcome circumstances that prevent most people from succeeding or performing under pressure. Every human being that is not successful versus every human being that's successful, the only difference between them is mental toughness. One group, when they come up against trials and tribulations, they shrink. One group of people, when they come up against a recession, they shrink. Weak-minded people, they buckle, they complain, they look for every excuse. But mentally tough people, we saw the storm and we pull on our surfboard and we begin to surf on the waves that drown most people.
You have to understand that your greatest commodity, not your shoes, not your car, not your clothes, it's your mind. Your mind is the most important thing you have, and you gotta control it. I don't care what's happening, you have to control it. When you leave, what you fighting for? What's your legacy? What you gonna do? You say you a champ, but do you practice like a champ? You say you a champ, do you fight like a champ? You say you a champ, do you have the mentality of a champ? Champions keep going when they don't have anything left in their tank. When they don't have no more. When it's over. When they're tired. When they're frustrated. When they're ready to give up. When they spent their last dime. That's when they get started. It's when you have nothing left. It's when you depleted all your money. When all your energy gone. That's when it's showtime. When you find the way out of no way. When you find breath that you don't have. When you find energy that did not exist. When you want this thing as bad as you want to breathe. That's when you find a way.
Man. Let me say this. Baby, that video showed up right up on time for me today. It showed up right on time. But again, y'all, welcome back to another episode of Black Girl Interrupt the podcast. Y'all already know who it is, your girl Ash. Doing our mental health check-ins, our mental Mondays. Every Monday, like I said, it's imperative that I check in with y'all every week because I need to make sure y'all good. Even though I'm not in the best space today, doesn't mean that I can't show up for y'all today. So let me just first start off by saying thank y'all. Thank you to everybody that reached out to me today, everyone that sent me a message today. Um, Thank y'all. I don't think y'all understand how bad I needed that. Um, when I tell you, hey Sussy Pooh, that's my baby. Hey sus. Um, Let me say this to y'all. I don't really think y'all understand how bad I needed y'all today. Today was rough, but I made it. Um, Having to, being torn in between trying to let God handle it and me handle it, baby, that's a battle. I'm struggling because I want the right now. But um I reached out to one of my really, really, really close friends. I call her my sister, and I told her, I said, I need a verse. And she said, hold on one second. And the moment I said it, like maybe not even a minute or two later, she sent me a verse. So I just want to say thank you for that because I needed that today. Um, Today was rough. It was a struggle for me. Um, and of course, y'all already know about my mental health issues. But um, I'm gonna keep saying to myself that my purpose is bigger than my pain. I'm gonna keep saying that I'm letting God have His way. I'm let God do what He needs to do. Yes, I have on blue today because I felt blue. I really did. I'm not gonna even lie to y'all. I'm not gonna sit up here and cap and say, "Oh, I don't feel it," because I do. Um, I work at a job that I absolutely hate. I work at a job that I've just it physically makes me sick, and it gets rough. You apply to different jobs and you do these interviews only to get a denial after denial after denial after denial, and eventually it starts to take a toll on your mental. So what I needed to do today, I had to step back. I had to take some time for myself on my breaks and on my lunch, and I had to immediately go into my praise and worship because I had to talk to God. Because I felt like what I was going through today was God's way of saying, "Come on, let's have a conversation right now." So I say that to y'all, stay encouraged. Anyone that is struggling mentally, I love you. And we are going to get through this. We're going to make it. I know right now it does seem rough. I know right now it's like, where do I go from here? I feel like, we're backed into a wall and we don't have anywhere to go. But I really honestly feel like God is testing me the hardest that He has ever tested me. And He's trying to see, will I sink or will I swim? So that's why I reached out to Him for my life jacket because I was like, God, you know what? I feel like I'm drowning today. I reached out to my therapist first thing this morning and I just cried and cried and cried and cried and cried until she said, Ashley, you have to remember who you are. That job does not define who you are. That job is not your final destination. That's just a stop. That's just your place of rest. But know that your ride to the next destination is on the way. And when I tell y'all that hit me like a ton of bricks today, I needed that. I needed to hear that. I needed to hear people say, you know what, Ashley, you got this. Yeah, we keep telling ourselves, yeah, we got it, we got it, we got it, we got it. But when you have other people on the sidelines that are cheering for you, that are rooting for you, that really want to see you win, it really changes your mental. It really makes you look at things very differently. So this is another reason why I do these mental health check-ins. Like I told y'all, Black Girl Interrupted is not just a space for me, but it's a space for all of us. It's a space where we're able to come in and we're able to unpack. You're able to post whatever it is that you're going through, and we get through this together. One of the things that I have come to the realization is I'm not putting my boundaries up high enough. So going forward, if all you do is sit and complain all day and you're not trying to fix your issues, I don't want to talk to you anymore because you're really truly draining my energy. You really truly are. I have enough going on in my own personal life and trying to keep my mental in check. I can't take on your problems too. I say that with the most respect and the most love, but I need you to respect me as well because I've always been a dumping ground for people, and I can't take that anymore. I cannot deal with your issues. If all you do is sit and you complain and you're not trying to fix whatever it is that you're going through, or you're not seeking out the proper channels, I can't help you anymore. Period. Because I have to keep peace in my household. You understand? Number two, if you have seen me at my lowest and now you want to come back when I'm climbing my way back out of the dark, I would just recommend that you just stay away from me because I don't need fair weather people. You understand? I need consistent people. If you are not going to consistently be in my circle, then I need you to go ahead and exit stage left. Your phone numbers have been deleted. You are going to be removed from my social media platforms because I'm not dealing with you anymore. Again, my boundaries are going to be higher now. I'm not tolerating it. I'm not dealing with it. It is what it is. You take this for what it is. It doesn't matter. So if you send me a text or you send me a message and you see you can't reach me or I hit you with who is this, just know you're one of the ones that have been deleted. And I say that with a pure and open, genuine heart. I say that out of love and peace. But my peace now, I have to stand on that. I appreciate the support from the outside and people that are resharing my post and I appreciate all of that. But I need genuine people in my circle. And if you cannot be genuine, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and go. Period. Point blank. I'm not dealing with it. Okay. Again, my mental means more to me than anything else in this world. So you take that for what it is. So again, if it's at a point where you can't reach me, just know you're one of the ones that I got rid of. And this is not me making a decision. This was something I sat down and I had a real pure genuine conversation with God, and God told me some of those people actually you have to let go of because some of those people are only bound to you because of your energy, because of the energy and the positivity that you bring to people. And now it's starting to wear you thin. And it really truly is. If the only time you're reaching out to me is when you're going through something, that door is closed. Again, my boundaries are higher, my peace over everything. It is what it is. So I just want to go ahead and put that out there. So I don't want people to be, hey, Sasa. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, girl. I wish I could hug you too. You just don't even understand. I want to hug you in the worst way. But, as I was saying, some of y'all I have to turn loose. Some of y'all I've got to let y'all go. Some of y'all I've already let go. You'll know that because we have no communication. We may not have communicated in months, but that just goes to show you that you know where you stand with me. Um, I also want to say again, thank y'all to everyone that reached out to me today, everyone that sent me a message today, anyone that sent a text to my phone. I appreciate y'all for even just stopping and taking 30 seconds out of your day to let me know that you're thinking about me. Um, One of the reasons why I come and I post what I do is again, I'm gonna be very transparent and open with my feelings and my emotions. Because I want people to know, yes, I may do a podcast, but I hurt once these cameras go off, once this microphone goes off, I hurt. I still struggle with my mental. But by the grace of God, it gets easier for me every day. Do I slip and fall some days? Absolutely. But I say all of that to say because I want you guys to start giving yourself the grace. Yes, we want the pain to go away right now. We want whatever situation we're in to end today. But I really feel like God is really truly testing all of us. God is telling us, you got to take your hands out of it. You've been doing it this way for so long and you see it's not working. Why don't you just take a step back and let me guide you? So that's what I'm making up in my mind today. I'm allowing God to guide me. Whatever's meant for me, once I leave this job, is God's will. I'm leaving it to him. I'm leaving it to him. Like I told y'all last week. This is what I want to do permanently. I want to do my podcast permanently because I really truly enjoy getting on this platform and encouraging somebody. I love the fact that my words or my messages are resonating with people. I love that. I'm the happiest. Let me tell y'all, I'm the happiest when I'm in this space. I'm the happiest. I'm at peace. I'm relaxed. Even on those days that are rough for me, I get in here and I'm able to talk to y'all. It's no judgment. It's nothing but love. And that's what I want in my life because I haven't been given that. And I think that's part of why I hold on to people. I think that's the biggest reason why I've held on to people longer than what I should have. You know, again, I've always been the one that everybody runs to when they're going through things. Oh, girl, Ashley, let me. And I've always been that person because I wanted that for me. But now I'm seeing that people are taking advantage of that. So now I gotta I gotta raise the boundaries higher. Again, I want everyone to protect their peace. Stop holding on to people that are depleting you. And I'm not talking about draining, I'm talking about depleting you, baby. I'm talking about running you dry. I'm talking about to the point where you don't even have fumes to keep running. Let those people go. God is preparing the most beautiful circle for me. And I'm so appreciative of it. God has connected me with so many beautiful people in different places that I hadn't even imagined to be connected with. Or Lee says, speak your truth. I have to. You know, when I say I have to speak my piece, I have to live in that. I have to own that because I'm tired of being drained. I'm tired of being exhausted. I'm tired of holding on to people that wouldn't even cross rivers for me. I'm not even a river, but a puddle for me. I'm tired of standing in the rain with people that won't even stand with me when it's drizzling. So, yes, my boundaries have to be higher. And I say this to y'all, raise those boundaries, cut those people off, even if that means family. I know it's going to hurt. I know you're gonna grieve because we invest so much in these friendships and these relationships, but then we forget about us and we lose us along the way. So I got to reclaim my time, man. I gotta get Ashley back. I've got to keep Ashley on track because if I'm not in a good space, I can't give y'all good quality content. And I don't. And my thing is, I built a space for us, so I feel like if I don't show up, I'm letting y'all down. You know, and that's just me, y'all. That's the love in me. Oh, my brother Jamaris says, love and peace. Love and peace to you, brother. Love and peace to you. Good to see you. My brother LD says, claim it and it shall be. Absolutely, because I'm being specific in exactly what it is that I want. I'm very specific what I want. I want this to be full time for me. And again, I don't care about the money and all of that. I do this with a pure and genuine heart. And I tell y'all this every week. I'm the most humble person now than I've ever been in my entire life. I'm so humble. I'm so grateful for the connections and the interactions that I've made with people. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the continuous love and the support that I get from you guys each and every week when I get on this platform. I appreciate that. And again, I do this because I want to see y'all win. I want to see y'all in beautiful, healthy spaces. I don't want to see y'all sad anymore. I don't want to see you drowning it and depleted and ready to give up and throw in a towel. I don't want to see y'all like that anymore. So yeah, that's why I do what I do. This is why I keep Black Girl Interrupted on the forefront. This is my baby. Like this is what I gave birth to. This is what I'm nurturing. This is what I'm nourishing. This is what I'm gonna keep pouring into to make it bigger. Not just for me, but for us, for our space to get bigger. And the bigger it gets, the safer it gets. Because we have a camaraderie of love around here. And that's all I want. I don't want anything else. I just want the love and the support and genuinity. That's what I want. And I want the reciprocity. Because if I love on you, I expect that in return. We're no longer doing these one-sided relationships. We're no longer doing these one-sided friendships. We're no longer being available to people that only call you when they're going through something. And then the moment they get back out of their dark space, then you don't hear from them no more. Uh-uh. I'm not taking those phone calls no more. I'm not taking those text. I'm not accepting those text messages anymore. Those DMs, no, none of that. Let me correct that. We are not taking that anymore. We're not dealing with that anymore. So whoever's feelings are hurt because of what I just said, God bless you. And I wish you well. Put some peroxide, some Neosporin and a Band-Aid on it and just keep going. But we protecting us now. We're protecting our peace. We're doing what we have to do for us. We have to stop looking out for people that don't look out for us. Stop loving on people that only love you with limits. Stop loving on people that have conditions on their love. They only love you when this. They only show up for you when you're doing this for them or when you're doing that for them. Nah, baby, it don't work that way. My ATM is now closed. Period. We're not dealing with it. So happy Monday. Happy Mental Monday. Today is Monday. Like I say, it's Mental Mondays with Black Girl Interrupt the podcast. Excuse me. For those that are new to the platform, I see new people coming in. Thank y'all so much. But again, I do this each and every week simply because it's imperative that we keep mental health on the forefront. Um, I mean, the funding to mental health is being cut or has been cut. Suicide again is the third leading cause of death amongst Black men, and it's rising. We are seeing more and more suicide amongst women between the ages of 37 and I believe 55. I could be off a couple of years, but that's starting to increase now simply because we don't have spaces like this where we can get in here and we can have conversations and talk healthy, healthy conversations where we are being free. And I want to see more of that. I encourage more people to do this. Start opening up spaces and have healthy conversations, mental conversations, because you don't know what a person is going through. You don't know what a person is suffering from. You know, I was having a conversation with my daughter yesterday. Um, and she goes back to school tomorrow. Yes, she is the last of the Mohicans, baby. We have a sophomore, y'all. Tomorrow we officially have a sophomore. But I was having a conversation with my daughter yesterday, and my baby asked me the most beautiful thing. She said, "Mommy," she said, "how are you feeling mentally?" What? My baby is only 15. And man, when I tell y'all, just to hear my baby ask me, how am I feeling, just for my baby to tell me she enjoys the time that we spend together, brought such a great joy to my heart because looks like I'm getting it right now. I'm getting it right. I'm able to rectify some of the most broke let me say this, I'm able to rectify the cracked relationships that I had with my children. Um, my oldest daughter, man, I wanna say thank y'all for mm, thank y'all for just loving me. Thank y'all for supporting me. Thank y'all for not judging me. Um, Last week was a little rough for my daughter. My daughter, is starting her senior year at University of Houston downtown. She's majoring in criminal justice. So y'all, we may have a new attorney coming. Um, but she was short, I want to say like 1,800, maybe something like that. Um, and I posted, she started a GoFundMe and she didn't even tell me. And so it made me feel a little weight. And so when I had a conversation with her, uh, she said she was embarrassed. And I told her, I said, let me tell you something. I said, you never be embarrassed to ask for help. I was willing to do any and everything I had to do to ensure my baby got that money to cover the cost of her tuition for this semester so she can graduate. And so I prayed, prayed. Y'all, I cried all night long. I woke up crying and I just kept asking God, just do this for me. Do this for me. I know you hear me, God. You've always showed up in my time of need. I need you now the most. So I got a message from her and she said, thank you. Because I sent money to her GoFundMe. And I know she wasn't expecting it, but that's my baby. And I'm gonna do whatever I have to do to ensure that my kids have whatever it is that they need. So I woke up, and like I said, I'm crying and I'm asking God. I said, God, if you hear me, I know you hear me. Just help me. Help me do what I gotta do. And God made it happen. My baby reached her goal. The school turned around and they contributed almost 100%. So my baby will be going back to school to finish her degree. She'll be able to go ahead and finish out her degree. And she'll be graduating in May of next year. Thank God. Yes, 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 yes. But I just appreciate the people that messaged me and that encouraged me to not give up. That gave me resources to give to my daughter with regards of getting money to go to school. So thank y'all for that. Thank y'all so much. I am absolutely grateful for what you guys do for me and what you guys continue to do for me. Um, mm, I'm just grateful. Um, but we've talked enough about me. I want to know how y'all are feeling today. Drop in the comments. Let me know how you're feeling. How are you feeling mentally today? I know it is only Monday. Uh, uh, I'm just overjoyed right now. I think just being able to just sit down and have a conversation with God today, it changed my whole mood. Um, oh, my brother Jamaris says, sweet deal graduation on the way. Man, and I'm so elated about that. My daughter has been through so much. She lost her father last year. So it was a struggle for her. She was debating whether or not to still stay going to school or should she take, a couple of semesters off just to kind of get her mental in check. And I told her, I said, keep going, keep going. So my daughter has endured a lot. And I'm so very proud of her. And I told her that I love her and I've always been proud of her. And that was something I think in that moment she really truly needed to hear. Was to know that I'm her biggest cheerleader. And regardless of what me and her go through, the ups, the downs, the highs, the lows, I'm always have her back. Regardless. Regardless if she doesn't like me a lot of days or whatever the situation may be, I still got her back. But you guys, I want to know, how are you feeling mentally? What has today been like for you? What has transpired between last week and this week that you might be struggling with? Again, I want to see you win. I don't want to see you give up. I want to see you stay the course. But most importantly, I want you to know that I love you with every fiber of my being. I do. I do. That's why I check in on y'all. Because I know a lot of y'all are struggling behind the scenes. I know a lot of y'all um struggle in silence. I know a lot of y'all don't have the safe spaces to come in and talk, or you can't talk to people because, again, I say this all the time. A listening ear can sometimes become a running mouth. Jamara says, I feel choked up at times when I think about the people who's not for me. The separation is the healthy way. Absolutely. Because anyone that truly genuinely loves you will continue to show you. And they'll do it without limits. They'll do it without the conditions. They'll do it genuinely. They will support you. They will encourage you. They will pour into you. And I posted this the other day, or maybe a couple of weeks ago. be mindful of what vessels you drink from because they may be poison. Because there are a lot of people out here that really truly do not want to see you win. There are people out here that really truly are preying on your downfall. There are people out here that truly hope you don't make it. And those are the people that you don't need to be around. But then you also have to learn to decipher who's clean and who's dirty. Because y'all do remember the devil was once an angel. So just because they support you, and what I mean when I say support you, what I mean, or they share your posts and all that, but are they showing up for you outside of social media? That's the question you need to ask yourself. Because just because they're sharing your posts, don't mean they're really truly rooting for you. A lot of people get on social media and they share your posts just because, just to say, "Oh, girl, I support you." But do you support me outside of this? Do you pour into me outside of this? Do you show up for me outside of social media? And that's where we get the lines blurred because a lot of us can't decipher because we assume that, oh, they're sharing my post, they're doing this, they're doing that. Oh man, they love me. But once this goes off and once you are alone, are they there for you when you are by yourself? Hmm. Hmm. Let me say that one more time. Although they show up for you on social media, do they show up for you outside of this? Do they show up for you when you are sitting in the dark, when you are by yourself, when you feel like you are at your wits' end? If they can't show up for you in your lowest, do not open the door for them when you are back at your high. You understand? Because those are fair weather people. Yes, I'm saying that. Some of y'all may not like what I just said, but I told y'all them boundaries are up. My stakes have gone higher, my love, because I'm here to tell you if you can't show up for me in my lowest, don't come back now when I'm healed. Because let me tell you, I don't have time for fair weather friends. I could if I really truly wasn't trying to change my heart, I would address y'all individually, wholeheartedly for the ones that didn't even show up for me at my lowest. But I sit back and I watch how God is working on y'all, and y'all are miserable. But I pray that peace comes into your heart. I pray that you change who you are and stop conforming for who you think you should be. Be true to yourself. Be real to yourself. Be honest with yourself about who you want to evolve into. Manifest the person you want to be. Let me tell you. Oh, there go my sister. Hey, sister. There go my baby. Let me tell you something about that lady right there. And I know she don't like for me to put her on the spot, but let me tell you about this lady right here. At my lowest, at my highest, at my in-betweens. That lady right here, this Jewel Lacey, that woman has never let me fall. One thing I could see. Huh. LD say if they showing up on social media, man, let me tell you, that's when they do it. Because they want to feel like, oh, I love you. Oh, I'm sharing your post. Okay. But what are you doing for me outside of this? What are you doing for me outside of this? Are you defending my name in rooms that I haven't entered? Are you speaking positive about my name in those spaces? Yeah. So your mental, you have control over that. You dictate how your life goes from this day forward. I told y'all how mine is going to go. My life now, peace over everything. If the only time you call, I'm going to reiterate this one more time. If the only time you call me is when you're going through something and I don't hear from you any other time after that, You've been deleted. If I've shown up for you when it's raining, pouring, thundering, rain, heat, all of that, and you couldn't be there for me, you've been deleted. My boundaries up. My mental is everything to me. And I'm gonna protect it at all costs. Even if that means removing people that I love the most. Even if that's what that means. Because I can't keep allowing y'all to dump your issues on me and then you go ghost when it's my turn. I can't do that with y'all anymore. I'm sorry. That ends today. So again, if you send me a text and I hit you with the who is this, just know you were one of the ones that was deleted. Period. I don't care to know what's going on in your life. I wish you the best. God bless you. Hope your kids are doing well. Hope your family's doing well. Hope your mama, your daddy, whoever. I hope everyone's doing well. I wish you well. But where you cannot be is in my circle of peace. You can't be here. I am wanting to build a circle of genuine loving people where we pour into each other, where we show up for each other, good, bad, or indifferent. That's the type of circle I want to be around. That's the type of circle. I'm sorry. That's the type of circle I'm trying to build. Those are the type of people I want to be around. I want to sit next to people that applaud for me, even when I'm going through it, because I'm cheering for you. If you see me falling down, I need somebody. I want that person to tap me on my shoulder and say, "Ah, Ashley, get up. Come on now, you're tripping." That's the type of people I want to be around. Because I'm not gonna keep showing up for you and you're not showing up for me. Again, I need y'all to start protecting your peace at all times. I need y'all to start protecting your mental at all times. I need y'all to start unpacking things. I need y'all to start removing things. I need y'all to start separating things. But I want you to put God in the midst of that. That's what I want y'all to do. Because I love y'all. Man, I love y'all so much. I don't think y'all understand how beautiful I think y'all are. How amazing I think y'all are. Even the ones that, you know, have done me wrong. I love you. I love you. I wish you the best. But your access to me has now been denied. My husband told me last night, he said, babe, you give so much to people, but who really gives back to you? And I had to think about that. I had to really sit and I had to say, damn, who really does show up for me outside of all of this? He told me, he said, you give so much to people and you get so little in return. That made me think. Because if my husband is seeing this, I got to make some arrangements. I got to rearrange some things in my life. I put that out there for y'all. Start rearranging things. Start moving people out of your life. Start moving in people out of your circle, baby. Start cutting that grass. Start plucking them weeds. Because guess what? Your roses can't flourish in a basket full of weeds, in a garden full of weeds. Your flowers can't bloom. People can't see you because they can only see the weeds. So how can they see and enjoy the beauty of you when all they see is the ugliness in front of it? And I'm not talking about the physical. See, a lot of y'all equate the physical, the appearance with physical. No, what does your inside look like? Because you could be beautiful on the outside, but ugly on the inside. And I can only speak for me. I think I'm a little cutie pie on the outside, but I was horrible on the inside. I was ugly on the inside. So that's what I gave out. I gave out ugliness. until it started to take a toll on my mental. Yeah. Until God had to pull me and isolate me and tell me, this is why this is happening to you. Because you're so ugly on the inside. You haven't healed on the inside. You're giving this cute stuff on the outside, on the outside, but you're pouring from a vessel of poison. I didn't even understand what that meant until I sat down and I had to reevaluate and shift some things in my life. Got you. Got you. Got you. I hear you. LD says beautifully ugly. Man. And that's exactly what I was. Now I'm in a space where I want to be beautiful not only on the outside but on the inside. I want to be able to pour not I no longer want to pour poison on people. I no longer want to burn people. I no longer want to get back at people. I genuinely just want to love on you as long as you love on me back. I genuinely want to support you as long as you support me back. It's the reciprocity for me. And a lot of people aren't giving that. A lot of people want you to give, 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 give. And as long as you keep giving, you know what? They're gonna keep taking and taking, untaking, and taking until guess what? Now you're empty. You don't have anything left to give anybody. Babe, you don't even have anything to give yourself because you've allowed this person and that person and this person and that person to just take from you. You've allowed them to drain you dry, baby. I'm talking about you're so dry, baby, you look homeless. And we have to stop letting that happen. We have to stop letting that happen. See, me, I love genuinely. I support genuinely. It would be nice to get that in return. It would be nice. It would be a beautiful thing if the world went like that, if the world moved like that. But unfortunately, it doesn't. So now we have to start picking and choosing who we're going to deal with, who are we going to support, who are we going to love on, who are we going to pour into. Because again, there are a lot of people in this world that show up. As long as you giving, they're going to have their hand out like this. Give it here, give it here. And as long as you keep feeding them, they're going to keep eating. And then now your plate is empty. Now you starving. And now you drained. Now your mental is out of whack. Now you sitting here by yourself. You're alone. While the person or the people that you poured into, they going on, they happy, they living life. They're not checking for you. And then when you get back up, then they come back because now they're empty again. I'm to the point now where you just gonna have to stay empty, baby. Push that car, just like I had to. The way I had to sit and endure what I had to do alone, you're gonna have to go through that yourself. You're gonna have to go through that yourself. You're gonna have to deal with that alone. Because I'm no longer taking or accepting, again, like I say, one-sided relationships. I'm no longer accepting one-sided friendships. I'm not dealing with that no more. We're not doing that, y'all. We're protecting our peace. We are going to do whatever it takes to keep our mental in check. Again, this is why I do what I do here on Black Girl Interrupt the podcast. This is why I do these Mental Mondays. I want these weekly check-ins. I want to know how y'all are doing. I want to know how you're feeling today. So in the comments, I want to know, how are you feeling today? What's going on? Has it been rough? You know, there's the Q&A. Ask your questions in the chat or post your questions, whatever it is. How are you feeling today? Let me know how you're doing. Because I know some of y'all may not be in some of the best spaces. And I could tell by some of the things that I post and some of the messages that I receive on the back end. I know. I know it hurts. I know you're tired. I know you're ready to throw in a towel. I know you're mentally exhausted. I know you're physically exhausted. I know this. But what are we gonna do? Are we gonna keep laying in it? Are we gonna keep wallowing in it? Are we gonna keep complaining about it? Are we gonna put our big girl panties on or put our big boy boxers on? And are we gonna tackle it? Are we gonna handle it? What are we gonna do? That's what I wanna know. What are we gonna do? Because there are people out here that are struggling. There are people out here that are suffering in silence. There are people out here that can't even express to somebody how they're feeling. So I wanna know how you do. How you feeling today, my baby? Hmm, how you doing? And know that I love you. I love you, sugar. I think you're the best. I think you're the greatest. I think you're amazing. You're loved. You're appreciated. You're wanted. You're needed. You have purpose over here. And I hope you see what I see. I hope that your light shines as bright as it's ever shone and shined in your life. I speak that over you. I speak healing over you. I pray that you heal from the things that you don't talk about. I pray that you heal from the things that you suppressed or you pushed to the side or you pushed to the back. I pray for that. I pray that everything that you've been asking God for, you're given 10 times over. I pray that tonight when you lay down, that you're able to rest peacefully. I pray that. I speak that over you. I speak that your finances be blessed. I pray that your household be blessed, that your children, all the babies that are going back to, that have went back to school today, or the kids that went back to school last week, or the children that go back to school tomorrow. I pray for a beautiful school year for these children. I pray for the fathers that don't get to see their babies because the mom is bitter. I pray that God changes that for you. I pray that God turns your circumstances and your situation around. I speak that. I breathe that into you. I give that light, you understand? But I also pray that you let go of the things that no longer serve their purpose to you. I pray that you let go of those relationships that no longer serve their purpose, and that includes family. I pray that wherever you are in life, that God will move and shift you where He wants you to be. I speak that over you. I do. Mm. I speak light into your dark situation. I speak peace and prosperity over you. That's what I do. I breathe life into you. I I pray that your atmosphere begins to shift in a good way. Again, those unspoken prayers, I pray God hears. I pray that those cries that you've cried late at night stop. They cease. Because God says, weeping may endure for the moment, but joy cometh in the morning. I pray that. I pray that over you. I speak that into you. I speak that whatever business that it is you're trying to start, I pray that it flourishes. I pray that it's all that you've imagined it to me and more. I pray success over you. Mm. I send healing to you. Mm. Yes, Lord. Thank you, Father God. Thank you, Father God, for allowing me to be the vessel and the carrier of your word. Mm. Thank you for this gift. I pray that whatever gift you have, you let the world see. Don't ever be ashamed or embarrassed because there's somebody for everybody. A lot of people are ashamed to take a chance because they don't want to fall. But with failure comes success. Sometimes you have to fall down in order to get back up. I speak that. I speak that into you. I speak healing into you. I speak whatever pain that you have sitting in your body, I pray that it's lifted away. I pray that you release yourself from that prison, from those restraints that you have a hold on yourself. I pray that you release that. I pray that you free yourself from that because we can't see you as long as you sit in the dark. I speak that over you. I pray that over you. Come on. Y'all got to get up. I want you to get up. Come on, y'all. We got to do this. Somebody's dependent on us. And when I say somebody, I mean me. I mean you. We are dependent on ourselves to succeed. Stop trying to measure someone else's success versus yours because you don't know what that person had to go through to get to where they are. Mm. Thank you, Father God. I do. I say thank you. Thank you for being the love and the light for the people that sit in the dark, especially me. But we got this. I know it's rough. I know it's hard. I know it's difficult. I know it's easier to say, I'm done. I know what it's like for your mood to say, keep going. And I made this post today. I know what it's like for your mood to say, keep going. It'll get better to the point where you're like, you know what? I can't do this. I'm done. I'm ready to throw in a towel. I know what I know what that mood feels like because I endured it today. I went through it today because I woke up today and I was like, you know what? I can't do this. I'm tired. When is it going to get better till I can get through the day? I can get through tomorrow. I can get through the day after that. You have to change the way you speak over yourself. You have to change the way you see yourself. You have to look at yourself as victorious. You have to look at yourself as a winner. And a lot of us don't look at ourselves that way. A lot of us get in the mirror and we look at ourselves as we failed because we're not where we're supposed to be in life right now. But stop. Mm, I want y'all to stop trying to compete with everybody. God didn't make your role to look like that person or this person. God created you in his likeness. So don't be upset because you're not where you thought you should be. Sometimes the delay is for your protection. Sometimes that's not where God feels you need to be. Sometimes God closed that door for you because God feels like you're bigger than that space. Mm. I don't think y'all understand that when I'm talking to y'all, I'm talking to me. Yes. Because a lot of times I can't hear my own self speaking until I hear it on the other end of this microphone. So, yeah. Thank you, God, for where we are. Thank you, God, for every delay that you put in our way. And once we got past the situation, we look back and we say, you know what? That wasn't for me. Mm. Thank you, God. Thank you. I'm so appreciative now. Yeah, I had to Wade through the waters this morning. Yeah, it was rough for me to get out of the bed, but I got up. And yes, I cried. Yes, my mental was slipping today. It was. But that one phone call got me over that hump. That one phone call shook me back to who I was. That one phone call made me realize who the hell I really truly was. That one phone call made me realize that while I'm over here weeping, somebody else is jumping in joy. Hmm. I'm grateful. I thank God that I'm not where I used to be. I thank God for pulling me out of that space June the 2nd and straightening my clothes up and making me look presentable. I thank him for that. Because y'all, I was looking a tired, hot, homeless mess. Because I was allowing my circumstances to disrupt my peace. I was letting someone else's issues disturb my peace. I was letting the way someone thought about me disturb my peace and control my mental to the point where I said, you know what? I'm ready to go. Mm, somebody needed to hear that today. Yeah, somebody needed that. Somebody needed the shake back. Somebody needed the wake up call. Someone needed to be reminded of who they were. Somebody needed to be reminded that you're not a failure, baby. Regardless of what your mind has told you and what the people have told you, you're not a failure. You only fail if you don't try. You're only a failure if you give up, if you give in to those intrusive thoughts. Mm. Whew. I'm so proud of myself, y'all. I got through an episode today and didn't cry. I had to fight. Baby, I had to fight them tears back. But I just want to say again, thank y'all. Thank y'all for loving me. Thank y'all for supporting me. Thank y'all for being here when I thought I was alone. Thank y'all for not judging me. Thank y'all for allowing me to be vulnerable and transparent and present in what I'm feeling in the moment. Thank y'all for tapping me on my shoulder and giving me that reminder and saying, "Hey, you got this." Thank you for showing me the number of times that I fell down, but spotlighting and highlighting the number of times that I got back up. So I love y'all for that. I appreciate y'all for that. Man, that mm, I don't think y'all understand how grateful I am for the many days ahead of me. Mm, I do. I'm grateful. I'm appreciative. Well, I tell y'all, let me tell you, I needed this today. I know someone out there needed this today. I know someone was just waiting and was saying, "Come here, Ash. Come here, sis. I need you to shake me back. Come on. Let's shake it off together." I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the joy y'all bring into my life. Mm, I'm grateful for this space. that we have. I don't think y'all understand. Jamara says, and I appreciate your word of wisdom. It says, and I'm one of those somebodies who needed this. Mm. 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 Yeah. I couldn't do this without y'all. I couldn't do Black Girl Interrupted without y'all. Mm-mm. This is ours. This is our space. Men, women, boys, girls. This is our space. This is where we come in and we get to kick off our shoes and relax and we talk and we hug and we love and we encourage and we empower and we uplift. That's what we get to do every week. Every week. I'm telling y'all, I wasn't gonna come today. I wasn't gonna do this, but somebody said they needed this today. I needed it today. I needed this today. Because it was rough for me this morning. I had a rough morning. I had a rough night. But God woke me up. God cleaned me up. And God says you go out there and you're gonna be great. So anybody that's struggling mentally, I love you. I love you. You're doing a great job. You are. I see you. You're not alone. And I got you. I do. We're in this together. You're not alone. You're not. So I encourage everyone before you lay down tonight, go stand in that mirror and tell yourself how proud you are of yourself. Take it one day at a time. The more positivity you speak over yourself, the more positive things that will happen in your life. Words are powerful. So you definitely have to be mindful with how you speak over yourself. When you sit down tonight and you have that conversation with God or whomever it is that you speak with or pray to, be specific in what it is that you want. Be specific in the person that you want to become. Mm. Change hurts. Healing hurts. But it's only for a little bit of time. It's not going to last always. It does get better. And I said that. And know that I love you out loud and on purpose. My love comes with no conditions. My love for you is limitless and effortless. It is. And you'll just keep sitting back and watch my growth, my evolution. And I want to see the same for you. I want to hear your testimony. I want to hear you come back and say, oh man, I was down on this day, but I'm better. Truly be in a safe space. Truly stop allowing those intrusive thoughts to dictate your mood for the day. Stop allowing those negative people who ain't got nothing going on in their life dictate your mood for the day. Because see, a negative and a positive can't coexist in the same room. Hello? It can't. But I love y'all. Today is Monday. August 11th. We're winding down to the end of the 2025. I want y'all to go be great. I want you to put your all into whatever it is that you have going on. Whatever it is, give it about 110%, baby. Give it your all. Feed it. Nourish it. Pray over it. And don't let anyone tell you differently. Because I think you're an amazing person. I think you are a goddamn rock star. Knock it out the box, babe. I love you. And on that note, as we bring this episode, our weekly check-in to a close, I just want to say I'm rooting for you. And congratulations on that new house. Congratulations on that new job. Congratulations. You deserve it. And you're a winner. And you better remember that. And don't let no one else tell you differently. Because, baby, there's some folks out here. You better watch them. You better watch them. So, again, thank y'all for tuning in to another Mental Monday with Black Girl Interrupted podcast. Y'all already know your girl streams live on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Your girl is streaming on, I do apologize. Your girl does stream on all streaming platforms. So if you put in Black Girl Interrupted podcast, baby, you can catch up on any past episodes, any of the current episodes, any future episodes. Baby, tap in with your girl. But I love y'all. I want y'all to have an amazing night. Have an amazing rest of the week. And guess what? I'm going to see y'all next Monday at the same time, 8:30 p.m. So let me tell y'all, I'm back at work. So I will be going live every Monday again, 8:30 p.m. Central Time. But football season is now coming, is back in full swing almost. So I will adjust the schedule according to football. Y'all know I'm a diehard Saints fan, so I gotta watch football. But I will adjust because I know y'all like to watch football. So I'll slide it back in on Wednesdays. We'll do Mental Mondays and we'll convert it to Wellness Wednesdays. Still the same format, still the check-ins. Want to know how you're doing? Maybe we'll just do midday check-ins. But Black Girl Interrupted will return in full swing September 9th at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. Again, don't forget to tap in with your girl. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend, bring a friend. Tell them how we do it over here on Black Girl Interrupted podcast. Let them know how it goes down. Let them know we have fun over here. And we just love on each other. That's what we do. But I love y'all. Love, 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 love y'all. And guess what? I will see y'all next Monday. Again, have a beautiful night. And don't forget to pray before you lay. Holla.